Good day, guys. It's your boy Jasper in the building. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel once again. Please, if you are new to this channel, kindly like, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm dropping any video. It's NFP day, and today I want to teach you guys how to trade NFP and every other news of the. First of all, we'll deal with the theoretical aspect first, then you'll then move to the charts. So let's dive in. What is non-farm payroll? The non-farm payroll is a monthly report that estimates the net number of jobs gained in the US in the previous month, excluding those in farms, private households, and non-profit organizations. It is usually released a month in an employment situation report to also include the US employment rate, average hourly earned, and participation rate. Although its importance has dimmed somewhat in recent years, the NFP is still one of the most significant economic indicators. Pundits from across the financial market will attempt to predict the headline of NFP figures each month, as well as its potential market impact. Why is NFP important? The Federal Reserve has the mandate to maintain maximum employment in the US as well as stable prices, so they will pay close attention to the NFP when setting interest rate policy. If employment looks strong, the Fed may consider raising interest rates. If it is weak, lower rates could be in the cards. As the US is the world's largest economy, any actions by the Fed tend to have a significant impact on global financial markets. But first and foremost, they will have a big effect on the USD. So, forex traders will monitor the NFP closely and rush to amend their strategies based on the data or attempt to profit from the volatility. How does NFP data affect forex? NFP releases have a general tendency to cause large movement in the forex market. If the Fed decides to lower interest rates to combat high unemployment, it reduces demand for the dollar, causing the dollar's price to fall. Conversely, a high number of additional jobs, generally anything in six figures but particularly 200,000 or more, is likely to be a positive factor in the terms of pushing USD gains. A particularly positive forecast ahead of an NFP release can have the same effect as with NFP data, which radically outperforms estimates. How forex traders can take action with NFP data. Forex traders with open positions should always be ready to react to NFP data releases. The danger in simply doing nothing about your position is that a sudden increase in volatility can lead to bigger spreads and margin calls. Some traders will consider closing all active positions before an NFP release and begin a new pattern of trades after the data is released. Alternatively, you could avoid trading during these releases altogether. The immediate action tends to be unpredictable as scalpers, traders who look for constant opportunities to lock in multiple short-term trades. Enter the fray in the fastest finger first race. It takes a while for currency pairs to start moving in more typical patterns, and it is at this point that a wider pool of traders may look to get involved. Two ways to trade NFP before the news. If you place a trade before the figure is revealed, you are using your skills of deductive reasoning to predict which way the market will go before it actually does. Risk management is vital to using this type of strategy, as an unexpected figure can create gaps in the market that could theoretically jump right over any risking minimizing stops you have in place. Therefore, it is wise to give whatever instrument you choose to trade wide breadth to move and oscillate to give yourself a better chance. Most of the central banks around the world would like inflation to grow as an annual basis of around 2% to 3%. After the release, trading after the release is a little more cautious, but also comes with its own set of risks. The initial knee-jerk reaction to the NFP airline isn't always the end all, be all of market movement for the day. It has been well documented that markets can mimic a V-shaped post NFP, where the spike goes in one direction then reverses in the minutes or hours afterward. Okay, guys, as I said earlier, I said there are two ways to trade fundamental or any other news out there. First, you enter before the news, and the second, you enter after the news. Okay, there is another one that I'm going to teach you guys. That is the third one, and this is basically my own type of strategy that I use to trade news. Okay, um, let's head to the chat so I can explain that. Okay, we'll be checking USD card. Okay, we'll be checking USD card, but first, let me try to explain it. Okay, my chart is loading. So another way is to trade NFP or any other news out there. All you have to do is you set a buy stop, you go to lower time frame, 15 minutes, you set a buy. Let's assume price, this is where price is at the moment. Let's assume this is where price is at the moment. All you have to do is you need to set a buy stop above the current price, and you need to set a sell stop below the current price. That is 5 minutes before the news. You do this, then once the news is dropped, if the buy stop should activate first, you need to close this sell stop and then focus on the buying movements. And meanwhile, you have your stop loss below this region. And if the sell stop gets activated first, all you have to do is delete the buy stop and then focus more on this sell opportunity and then have your stop loss above it a little bit. And there is another strategy that I'm going to teach you guys uh in regards NFP or any other news out there. Okay, today is Friday, right? NFP, the results for non-farm payroll July for USD, it simply shows a weakness on USD pay. So as you all know, the currency that comes first is known to be our base, while the currency that falls next is known to be our quotes. And there is a saying, whenever the base is stronger than the quote, you buy, and whenever the quote is stronger than the base, you sell. Now, as you all know, that USD is weak with the result that we have on non-farm payroll for the month of July. USD is weak, meaning you need to trade every other pair against USD. You need to trade every other pairs against USD. If you want to use this strategy that I just dropped, okay, you need to wait for the news to drop, okay, before you then decide. Once the news drops, you then decide if it has a negative or a positive impact on that particular currency you are watching. Let's assume you are watching USD pairs and the news was dropped recently. on non-farm payroll for the month of July, it simply indicates that USD is weak. So all I'll do now is I'll go to my charts. I'll go to my charts. Um, I'll check for all USD pairs. Now we have gold. Gold is a buy automatically. Gold is a buy. Gold is a buy automatically. Let us check. Gold is a buy automatically. Gold is a buy. So guys, this is it. Gold is a buy. And Euro USD is definitely a buy as well, as you can see. Okay, let's check GBP USD. GBP USD is a buy. USD JPY is a sell. NZD USD is a buy. AUD USD is a buy. USD CHF is a sell. Okay, USD ZAR is a sell as well, as you can see. So that is how I normally trade my fundamental NFP, CPI, and every other news out there, guys. So if you find this video educative enough, kindly like, subscribe, and always turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I dropped any video. Thank you, guys. Thumbs up. See you in my next video.